a lack of options, a central Iowa family is creating their own option, inclusive living for adults. As Aaron Kiernan shows us, it's a worry most parents don't have to think about.
Yeah, you know, when you're a parent, you worry about all sorts of things. But when you're the parent of a kid with a disability, there is one thing that is always on your mind, and that is what happens to them when I'm gone. Who will take care of them, and where will they live? Well, I've met some parents who are working to answer those questions.
Right? You're helping others.
Right now, Andrew Rothfuss is laser focused on one thing: lunch.
But you can't have lunch till we're all done, okay?
Oh, hey, Mom.
Then we'll have lunch when we're all done, and then we'll go to work, okay?
That focus and impatience are both hallmarks of autism. But Andrew's parents had concerns about his development from the time he was a newborn.
We noticed that his eyes were not moving like they should be moving. But as far as the autism diagnosis, that didn't come till probably 3 years later.
Do you remember the feeling you had when you got that autism diagnosis?
Oh boy, I think overwhelmed, like, gosh, what's his life gonna be like? What's our life gonna be like?
In many ways, Andrew was like any other kid. He loves electronic games, his dog Luna, and his job.
Okay.
Andrew, what's your favorite part about your job at Hy-Vee?
Faith in product. And what else?
Keeping the store nice.
Keeping the store looking nice. You do.
But in other ways, he's very different and needs help with day-to-day activities.
You know, he lives with us, as most adults with disabilities do, live with family members. So when we're gone, what's going to happen?
It's scary.
Yeah.
And overwhelming.
And overwhelming, yes.
Yeah. I think overwhelmed is a good word.
Yes.
For life alongside autism. Mm-hmm. When did you start thinking about the housing component?
Well,
Probably in high school, when you start to realize they're going to age out, and then what?
Doug and Barb started looking at options and realized there were few. All of them have huge waiting lists, and many are far away.
that started us asking lots of questions, and do you think we could do something like this? And we reached out to a few families in the area.
So describe the vision, because, you know, I did a story specifically about supported community living and sort of that model that exists right now, that's all autistic people living in a home with caregiving, you know, support that is there 24/7. This is different, though, what you're envisioning. Describe it.
Well, what we're looking at is a condominium, and it would be a place where individuals with disabilities would live, but also other members of the community.
Around the country, this idea is called inclusive or integrated housing, a community where disabled adults, seniors, and others on fixed incomes live.
That's what makes it a little different, is that we're looking at it as a community, not just a apartment building or a group home.
Andrew, what do you think about this idea of living a couple blocks down the street in your own place?
We talk about that a little bit, that, you know, he'd be like Emily and Will, that would live in a place on their own, but still come home on the weekends and holidays, right?
Yes, Mom.
Yeah. One step at a time, right?
His first question was, do I get to take my stuff?
The stuff is a big
So,
deal.
which is a legit question.
Andrew, do you want to show us some of your stuff?
Well, we kind of think that maybe you could see Andrew play the piano. Do you know he plays the piano?
No. Oh my gosh.
Can we play your recital piece from last year?
No.
Just a little bit of it.
Andrew's been taking piano lessons since 2nd grade. He has perfect pitch and can tell you any note and the key of any song.
What's our motto that we always say? Practice makes
improvement.
practice makes improvement.
Yes, I love that. What do you want people to know who watch this and may think, well, this doesn't affect me?
That these people don't have anywhere to go. You know what? It's a community thing, and it's the society's, community's responsibility to help take care of everybody. He's not going to be as independent as he can be unless he's out of here. Now, our goal is to be out of here, but about 6 blocks away, so we can
Right.
so we can be there whenever we want until we can't.
And we believe that everybody should have the option to live in a place where they can feel happy and be the person they're meant to be, and grow and thrive and be as independent as possible and have a sense of belonging and be part of the community, and then make friends and build relationships that, you know, could have last a lifetime. That's our goal and our dream with this project.
7 in 10 adults with disabilities live with their parents or guardians. That's according to an Easter Seals Living with Disabilities study. And across the country, hundreds of thousands of young people are aging out of school-based services and entering adulthood. It's somewhere between 700,000 and more than 1 million, according to the CDC. And finally, the estimated cost of caring for adults with autism, as you can see here, is in the hundreds of billions of dollars. That's according to the CDC. There is one place like this concept that exists in Iowa. Just go to our website. I'm going to take you inside and introduce you to one of the residents who says it's changed her life.
All right, thanks, Erin. Her story went live on WHO13.com a few hours ago, so look for Liberty Landing under the Video Center tab at the top of the page.